Hello everyone, it's September 22nd or 23rd. It's a Tuesday, 2021, and I'm gonna call this kind of my wrap-up video for my garden for this season, for summer. I'm starting to cut things down and wrap things up out here, put things away, and get ready for winter, starting winter beds, getting my hula hoop house ready. So I will get the tour started. I'm gonna flip the camera around. And this is the butterfly bush, cutting down most of the sunflowers. The squirrels and the bees and everyone have been enjoying the sunflowers. The goldfinch really like them, but they're pretty much done cutting them down. Poppies are still going. There's one. I need to just cut that down. I prop them up so that Nancy can mow. And I'll swing around here. This is a nice thing about these beds is that they bloom all throughout, different plants bloom all throughout this season. So the yarrow's on its way out. Clover does great over here in the nice, cool, shady, moist area. There's some kind of rudbeckia. The arnica's done. I love the sedum. Never thought I'd like sedum. The color, I like this color. And the bees really like the blossoms. They're all over it. It's kind of cool today, so not a lot of bees around. And the aster, Asteraceae family, beautiful, ornamental, with the Monarda didyma and the colors and the garlic chives. The bees really like the garlic chives. These are going to seed now with the beautiful seed pods. I like all phases of the garlic chives. They're really prolific around here. And the lady's mantle and the meadow sweet look really nice. The delphinium is all done. I cut that back. The oregano. Bees also really like the oregano a lot too. And here's the blackberry lilies, the bellum canda. Their blossoms are done, and they were pods for a while, and now the pods are opening, and this is why they call it the blackberry lily, common name for the bellum canda lily. So beautiful. Look at this one. So these propagate pretty easily, so I'm just letting them flop around and drop their seeds where they want to, and getting the porch winterized, putting plants inside. It's dipping below 50 degrees at night, so I'm putting in my potted plants and trees. I have a greenhouse now, so I can put some in there. The hibiscus went in yesterday. I have to put the lemon tree and the aloe. Oh, to bring this big aloe plant inside, it's really heavy. So that's always the struggle. It gets heavier. Hi, Theo. How's it going? And let's see. The nettles, it's on its third explosion. I just cut a bunch of the seeds and process the seeds in some aerial parts, the leaves. I'm gonna make a gomizio. Is that how you say it? One of the seasoning salt blends with sesame seeds, nettle seeds, and some other herbs and spices for patron product for October. It'll be my 1 year mark for doing my patron program. Okay, this bed is just so overgrown. Really need to get in there and deal with this grass with the skull cap. But my Bourgeois is doing okay. I'm not growing it correctly or trimming it properly because it hasn't made any blossoms yet. So need to learn about that. And the vervain is all going to seed. I need to cut some more of the nettle seeds back. But it looks really nice. I think I just inhaled a gnat. Up here, I was just cleaning out a garden bed to get ready. I planted some garlic this morning. Here's the garlic I harvested this year. This is a tiny bit left over from the year before. I know, sacrilege, but they're all pretty small. And okay, and then this is a giant Malva neglecta that I harvested today with its beautiful root. You can use it just like marshmallow, very demulcent. You can use all parts of the plant. The leaves are nice, the tender young leaves are edible. These little, try and zoom in on one. These little spent seed pod things are edible. They're quite tasty. I used to eat them a lot as a child. This was probably one of my first plants that I knew as a child growing up in Flagstaff. And I will clean this off and cut up the root and dry it and use it just like marshmallow. I like to add it to my teas. So I love Malva. And then, hello, Theo. The horehound is doing really well. Rosemary, I'll put the rosemary in the greenhouse. And again, the yarrow, this is all cut back. And the lemon tree, sans lemons this year. I don't know what happened. A few anomalies this summer. One of them is the borage. Stayed really small. I'll spin around and we'll go check out the borage over here. Turkeys come through every day and pick at extra bird seed and whatnot. And Theo seems to, everybody's copacetic. Everybody just lets everybody do their thing. So here, the comfrey stayed really low for the rest of the summer. I cut it back after its first explosion and it just stayed really low. This purple sage is staying pretty small, although it looks really healthy. So it's just probably establishing. And the Roman chamomile is a little bit lost in all the tomato. The tomatoes are still tomatoing. This little yellow cherry tomatoes did really well. And this one moderately well. But I put the Plantago major, put the Plantago major in and dug out the other narrow leaf plantain because it's establishing outside the beds and around. So this is the Plantago major, the plantain that is commonly used in oil infusions. And then here's all the borage over here. It just stayed really, really small. It usually gets 18 to 24 inches and just really out of control, and the bumblebees just love it, but it's just kind of hovering. It's making flowers, but it's just kind of been hovering really low. So that's really different. And then wormwood doing well. And little Theo in the sun. In this bed, I put the garlic in. I've been rotating beds with where I'm putting things. I still need to clean the rest of the grass out of this side, but I was getting ready to do my hula hoop house on this one and do some cold weather things, some greens and whatnot over here. And This bed is on its way. Things are going to seed. I'll harvest tarragon. I love fresh tarragon. It's really wonderful, not commonly used. And then letting some of the tatsoi and the mustard, this is the mustard green, letting it go to seed. Carrot, it's just for fun. Actually found a pretty decent pea in here, so I cut it back and maybe I'll get some more cool weather peas. I need to clean it some more. And then some peppers. There's some peppers going on. I've had one or two. They turn orange. And tons of garlic chive just exploded around the back of this bed here. There's some asparagus. And then shaking around the dill seeds. There's a little, I know, dangerous, but trying to get some dill going on in here. And I sprinkled some down into the chives. So if you can see, there's a couple peppers going on in there. And that's really about it. I'll start again taking out these sunflowers and getting things ready to winter. My peony got lost underneath the sunflowers. All this will come down. Oh, here's my calendula. Ooh, there's some nice ones. Still slowly harvesting their calendula. Oops. And the nasturtium next to it. And harvesting some of the seed heads, but then also letting some of the seed heads drop down and spread. And slowly cleaning out the rest of this bed. There it goes. So there's the beginnings of a spent seed head. But still cleaning out the rest of this bed and getting it ready for more calendula. Whoops. Oh, there's spin the camera around. Okay, so that's it for the summer. I'm actually going to I'm also documenting the renovations for the building where I just moved in with my clinic and workshop. They're really starting to make a lot of changes around there, so I'll also be continuing on with that. But for the summer 2021, oh gosh, here's the turkeys. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Goodness. Hello everybody, what's going on? Good timing. So on this note, I would just like to wish everyone happy gratitude and abundance in the fall. I was looking up the symbology of the turkey, and of course it's about abundance, being in balance with nature, gratitude, all of the things that we think about in the fall, the ceremonies of Thanksgiving. And I think that has gotten lost in light of our history in America, but we can come back to that and just think about the turkeys. All right, take care everybody. Happy fall. Bye.